Based on a true story. Vayan, the hotel owner, kept pressuring Ankita in the hotel room that if she wanted to continue her work, she had to accept the offer for one night's sleep with the special customer. Ankita, on the other hand, adamantly disputed everything, claiming that she came from a respectable family and that she did not want to do this sort of profession. Vayan tried to convince her of the significance of this offer. And since the client is an old, dependable one, she should agree. She is fortunate that he selected her since he has built countless girls' lives since then. Ankita, on the other hand, refused to do so. Vayan stated that he had spoken with the consumer and that she had no option now. Then two other guys standing nearby suggested going outdoors to get some fresh air. Perhaps this will help Ankita in making some final decisions. Ankita had made up her choice to flee from there, so she agreed to follow them. She called her lover, Dev, who resided in another city, before leaving. She admitted to Dev that she was terrified that day. Dev inquired as to what happened. She replied that she couldn't tell him right now, but she was going to call back later and tell him everything. She had also texted him previously, claiming that her job was no longer comfortable for her. Vayan, on the other hand, was thinking about how he might persuade her to accept so that he could earn a special personal benefit from the special customer who was coming that night. He knew the powerful customer was willing to pay him anything in return for the girl. Vayan's strategy included honey trapping the buyer. His hotel and tourism business were losing money after the lockdown, and he owed a large bank debt. If he does not pay it soon, the bank will take over his hotel. So he had no choice. Vayan attempted again inside the car to make her understand, but she kept refusing. She replied that she was leaving her work and wished to return home. Vayan became angry and reasoned that if she was unusable to him, why should he care about her? He attempted to force her into being physical inside the car. She attempted to stop him. Other males, though, leap on her. What can she do in front of 3 people on her own? She vowed to reveal their dark faces in Vayan's wicked business to everyone and ruin them all, just like they had done to her. Vayan threatened to murder her if she did, but Ankita kept yelling. Vayan attacked her as she tried to open the door and run. Others began to severely beat her as well. They decided to dump her in the river when she became half unconscious. Ankita pleaded that they not murder her. But they didn't listen to her, and they stopped the car at a lonely area and dumped her in the river. She didn't have the energy to swim or do anything else. Her body hardly twitched for a time before succumbing to the water. Vayan went to the police station the next morning to report Ankita's disappearance from the hotel. Vayan believed that because of his powerful political ties, he could sway the police. For 5 days, he puzzled investigators, but ultimately, based on Ankita's boyfriend Dev's suspicions and phone call records, police discovered her body and arrested Vayan and others. They admitted their crime, but it would never be enough to make up for the loss of Dev and Ankita's family. Ankita was raised by her family for years, whereas she was murdered in 2 minutes. She lost her life for someone else's lust and personal ambitions. But it made us ashamed as humans again. Type RIP for Ankita and subscribe the channel for more based on real life stories.